Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipnewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. I know it feels a little bit like Groundhog Day. Like, didn't we already do this? There was a little bit of a hiccup with the staking with ArchieNeko token. So we are going to redo this video. I am going to stake my tokens live here on video. And today I'm joined by a lot of the Archie Meowfia. We have Sully, we've got Teak, we've got Chinny, and we've got Paul. Welcome, everybody.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
thank you. Hello, everybody.
Hey, thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. I like it when there's more than just me in the chat because I can get boring. I know it happens.
Not
It's
true.
okay. So what we're going to do, people, is once again I'm going to show you how to stake your tokens if you are a holder of ArchieNeko. So the first thing that we want to do is go to the website, and let me just copy this web address, and I'm actually going to stick it in the comments section. This way, in case you ever want to go there, it's there in the comments section. So what we're going to do is head on over, and you see in the upper right-hand corner, it says DApp. That's where you need to hit to get on over to the staking and the farming. So we'll tap that, and that'll bring us on over to this screen, farms. Now, if you see up here, it says stake, farm, and lucky strike. My wallet has already been connected to this website. If this is the first time that you are going to stake, you're going to have to connect your wallet. You'll have to hit that, and then you'll have to make sure that your phone is nearby for whatever wallet that you're using to do wherever your ArchieNeko tokens are stored. Mine are stored on a MetaMask. So I want to make sure that I launch MetaMask because the last time I did it, I forgot to have it by and it needed my permission to stake the tokens. So now what I'm going to do is take a peek down here. We have three options. We have a 30-day stake, which is 72% APY. We have a 60-day stake, which is 78%, and a 90-day stake that is an 84% APY. That's a crazy amount. That's a very high percentage. And of course, we can go to farms too. Let me just hit the farms tab so that we can have a look at that.
Actually, Tim, I think it comes right up on farms. So you'll want to switch to state. There you go.
Yeah, I was going over to the farms just to show everybody.
Gotcha.
So this is I just want to make sure it's on the right screen. Yeah. Now, these are the farms where you would use your ArchieNeko tokens, but you have to pair them with Ethereum. And as you can see, it's the same percentage, 72, 78, and 84%. So being that you're getting that same percentage of APY, why not just do the staking? This way you don't have to tie up your Ethereum. You can always do it. That's completely up to you if you choose to do it. But I am going to go back to stake. And from here, I will stake my tokens. Hey, Azil. Hey, Kimberly Jones. Thank you so much. Tammy, you're not boring. Okay, well, my girlfriend might beg to differ, but thank you. Yes, the ArchieNeko fam is here. So now I'm going to stake my tokens. Oh, okay. Wait a second. It's saying harvest here.
Yep. So since you've already staked them, what happened was the tokenomics still were in effect on that individual. It treated it as a transfer. So there's a 20% difference. So it left out 20% of your tokens when you staked originally. So
Okay.
now whatever would be left in your wallet, because what JP did is he gave everybody their tokens back who ended up staking. It was a handful of people, like 10 or 12 people, but he did that last night in the middle of the night before launching again. But now what you'll do is you'll go, so since you've already enabled the contract, all you'll have to do now is hit the plus button, and then you would max, yes.
Okay, so now you'll see it came up on my phone. This is why you have to have your phone nearby. It's going to ask me if I indeed want to stake my tokens, so I'll hit confirm. And then it says transaction submitted, waiting on confirmation. So and it said sent transaction. So it might take a little bit because as we know, Ethereum sometimes can be slow, can take done. See, staked, your funds have been staked in the farm. So there we go. And if you go down to where your tokens were, now it says I have 0 Archie tokens in my wallet because now they're all in the ArchieNeko mine over here. What do we call it? Is it a vault? Is it a mine? Did we come up with a name for these things yet?
You were familiar with mine. I think mine's fine.
Mine, okay. So there I am. I'm all staked. Now let me go to Ethereum to see. So it says smart contract was enacted, and I didn't view what the gas fee was going to be, but there is a way. We went through this last time that we checked on the gas prices to see what they were before we did it. So actually, I don't think it was too bad.
Yeah, the last 24 hours or so, it's been fluctuating. I think late night it's pretty good. Yeah, a lot of folks, even today, I heard around like $20, $25. So it's not too bad right now. Just remember, if this is your first time you're staking on the dashboard, what you'll want to do is first enable that contract, and that's going to cost a couple bucks in gas in Ethereum. And then once that's done, like you see there, it'll say stake LP, and that's since you already staked, you're seeing those minus and plus signs. But like say the 60-day term right there, you would click the stake LP on that, and after you enable the contract, that button would show up, and then you just like you did it, push it and hit max or whatever amount you want to stake. Max is recommended.
Right. Why not? Why not
Yeah.
stake the max, right? If you're spending the money, the gas fees to go ahead and stake it to get that huge percentage of APY, why not do the max, guys? And like I said before, this is a crazy high percentage. I mean, APY, that's pretty high for staking. So that's really good. Archie Hype is in the house. Hey, Crypto Queen. I hope you're going good. I finally put a face to the voice I've been hearing. Oh, you've never come over to one of the stream. Shucks, now I should have put my studio makeup on. I have my regular kicking around makeup on. You know, I could look better, but I appreciate you. So everybody came over. Were you guys all nestled up in Telegram?
Yes, that's where we've been all day.
I bet all day and all night. So who's on the day shift for ArchieNeko?
We all are actually.
Yeah.
So who has night shift?
We have Gorgon, we have RG, we have Manoj. So we have a lot of guys on the night shift as well. But normally when it's night for us, it's daytime for them because they're on the other side of the world from where we are.
Right, right. So if you go to the ArchieNeko Telegram, these are the fine folks that you will be talking to. We have Chinny, we have Sully, we've got, oh, actually, I don't know where Paul went. Paul was here. He must have banked out. And we have Teak. But, well, Paul said he's at some event with his daughter. I don't know if it's cheerleading or something, but he might have maybe lost his signal. But he was here earlier. So that was it. You guys, it's literally like 3 easy steps. That's all it takes. Now, when I initiated the mine a couple of weeks ago, before it was really live, I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. I paid, I think it was like $6 to enable the mine. Now you see, I just staked all of the tokens that were in my wallet, and the gas fee was like $25 only. So now it's got to sit in there for 30 days. Now, once the 30 days is up, what's going to happen is you are going to hit the harvest button. But don't hit it before, because if you prematurely harvest your tokens, you're not going to get your APY, and you might even be penalized a little bit, because mostly that's the norm for any time you stake tokens. If you don't, because you've made a promise that you are going to stake your tokens for that amount of time. And if you don't, you're breaking a promise, and we're going to penalize you for that. So make sure that you don't do that. Make sure that, whatever time period that you're able to definitely lock up your tokens, you're not going to need to sell them at all. That's the mine that you should pick. There's 30, 60, 90. And obviously, the longer that you pick, the more beneficial that it's going to be for your earnings. And just the 30-day is plenty. I mean, 72%, that's a huge percentage for a 30-day staking. That really is. So,
Right. And you get your 6% reflection on top of that as well.
Right.
so you're still getting your reflections.
Yes.
For every transaction that goes through, you're still getting all of those reflections added to your mine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And also keep in mind, so JP was able to make a change as well. He has the whole pool at that 500 quintillion. So with that being said, all the reflections that that pool is getting are going to go to those who stake as well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing about JP. He wants to make sure that his holders are completely protected. So there was like a little bit of a hiccup with the mines Friday when we launched them. I staked my tokens and I didn't even realize, because if you'll notice down on the bottom, you don't see, because of the decimal here, you're not seeing your total amount of tokens that were being staked. And I didn't notice it. I didn't notice that a percentage of mine were taken away. But because he's so honest, he was like, "Hey, Tammy, guess what? There's like a little bit of a problem. I'm going to fix it. It's going to take a couple days to fix it, but I'm going to make sure to give you all of your tokens back." And he did give me extra tokens back to help cover up the gas fee that I lost to stake them in the first place. So that's an honest dev right there. He's doing everything that he possibly can to protect the holders. And like I said before, I've said it so many times, people are probably sick and tired of hearing me say it, but the pre-sale wallets are locked for 6 months with this token. That's a long time. Normally, when you have a token, the day it launches, you see a nice big green candle, and then inevitably it's followed by a big red candle, because the people that are pre-salers begin to take out their profits and they start dumping on us. JP made sure that that was not going to happen to his holders. And what he did is he cut a deal with the people that he got to invest into the pre-sale to have their wallets locked up for a total of 6 months. And look at this chart, guys. Seriously. What other chart is going to look like that 2 weeks after the token launches? And by the way, it's only been about 2 weeks, right, guys? Maybe 3?
Going three
Yeah.
weeks now.
3 weeks.
Going on 3 weeks, he already created a DApp for you to stake and farm your tokens already. So by the end of 6 months, by the time those pre-sale wallets, they're looking to become unlocked, he wants to have everything in place to make sure that they're not going to sell their tokens. He's going to have, there's so many things he's going to do. He wants to have his own blockchain up and done by then, by the time that 6 months is up. We're heading into the metaverse with Archie token. The NFTs are going to have a huge utility in the metaverse. There's going to be a complete city. There's going to be horse racing and just a bunch of stuff that you can do in there. Let's say that you minted an NFT. Do you guys want to talk about the NFTs and the utility of the NFTs in the metaverse?
Yes. So we have been talking about that in our AMAs. You've been to it. So essentially it's going to be a city, and they will have, like a normal city, will have the city hall, they'll have the business, they have the houses in there. So our NFTs, JP has been showing us previews, little sneak peeks, and it'll be modeled after the image of a cartoon Archie. It's got a little sneaky smile that JP always mentioned about, and each NFT is a different character, like the police Archie, the sheriff Archie. Paul owns the car dealership, so he made a car dealership manager Archie. So it depends on, so it's all the same look but different uniforms or different color uniforms. So the functions, I guess, of the different NFTs will be identified by the uniform Archie has. And we do have do we want to talk about the pre-sale or the release of the NFTs? That's coming up. We don't have an exact date yet, so we have that fixed. We'll make sure to let everybody know. But I know JP's been talking about it in our AMA in Telegram.
If you're not a part of the Telegram, you guys need to join because you'll find out all this information there too. I'm sorry. I cut you off there, Chinny. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
And so, I was just gonna say, our AMA, our Telegram AMA, especially because JP, you know, Tammy, JP always says like, I'm a Telegram guy. I don't do Twitter, but he has been tweeting. If you follow our official Twitter, ArchieNeko_, you can see some tweets are posted by me, some posted by Tag or Soli, but you can tell when the tweets are posted by JP. I think he posted his very first tweet a couple nights ago. So that's a monumental thing for him. But anyway, our Telegram AMA, it's just one of a kind. We go in there, we discuss, and it's not only he tell us what's going on with the project, it's the whole community come together. They start throwing ideas, and JP will listen to it and be like, let me think about it. Just like our staking APY, it was like 32 or 34%. I can't remember the old one now. 32%. And then one of the community members, Salman, he brought it out. He said this other platform offers more. So we got our resident, JP calls him Snooper, our resident researcher, RG, to do some research. So what kind of APY is beneficial or is applicable. So that's how we end up with the 72% APY on our staking for 30 days. I think JP was trying to get it to like the 90s, but it was just impossible to do. So he was pushing for the maximum. If it's, that's why we got this, we know that's the highest he can get us is he was pushing for higher. He realized, okay, that's not doable. Then he lowered a little bit, Eventually, this is the maximum. So that's how we get all these positive changes. And a lot of things have been changing from a white paper because we're updating a white paper, and the white paper is I have it here. It's a living document. And the changes are coming from our Telegram discussion. So it's not really ask me anything. It's like everybody bring your voices, bring your opinions, and JP will listen. He will. If he doesn't know, he will tell you he doesn't know. He'll go do research. He come back with the answer that the decision that will positively impact the whole community. And he makes sure, like when we raised our max buy cap, it was at 3 ETH. That was written on our white paper, but now it's 10 ETH. We've been blasting all over Twitter, right? He made sure that everyone that came to our Twitter space AMA, every community member voted. And then we went over to Telegram, made sure everybody voted on, not just us, the team members, but community members. So all this new change, and then there's like other changes that's been happening even before we launched. But it just, as the project moves along, everything's evolving. Almost every day, somebody, and Tammy, you brought up about Lucky Strike, how we would purchase, what we purchase with, how the reward will pay off with. Remember, you brought that up, and then he took that under consideration. And since then, our Lucky Strike has been revamped completely, right? Just because something you brought up. Before it was 3 winners, now we'll have at least 6, and we got more rewards. And it's amazing how this is just a truly community-driven token. Yeah. Like we're not just saying it. Like, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir, right? Everybody knows our community have a concern. It's legitimate. JP will listen. And sometimes it will come in, sound like a soft thought, but he's like, no. In our Telegram, either our VC or our chat, we don't mute anybody. Because when people come in with a question, sometimes it may sound like, oh, they try to stir up trouble, but really you ask 3 questions deep, you get to the source of their concern, you realize they just need information. Maybe they're used to being mistreated elsewhere in the crypto space. So they come in a little bit, putting on their little protective mechanism or ready to be fight against. That's why they had that. But really, you talk to them like a human being. And you just really get to know them and then realize we're just all here for the same thing, try to change our financial future, try to build a community where we feel belong, So I'm sorry, I just keep going. I think I'm JP. I was saying, Jenny, you're just running your mouth. You're going all over the place. But
No, but it's so true though, Chinny, right? Because, we only have a couple people watching live, but people come after the fact and watch it. So you might be communicating to somebody that's not an investor yet. They're going to hear everything that you say, and it's going to give them the comfort and the confidence to go ahead and invest in ArchieNeko. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for more holders because we need more volume. Once we have a certain amount of volume over a certain amount of days, we're going to get onto CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And once that happens, it's going to, give us a lot of exposure to a lot of the people in the crypto community. And we're going to see a huge green candle because of that exposure. And
right,
think of it this way, we're not even on a single exchange yet. This is still very, very early. Like there's not even 500 holders in this token yet. That's how early you are. I consider anything that's the first 1,000 holders, all of those people in my book would be considered the Genesis holders. They're the people that were there first. Their bags are probably going to be the biggest because they were able to get in at a smaller price point than the new people coming in. So we hold all the power right there. So it's your chance. There's still room to become one of those Genesis holders with ArchieNeko token. Listen, this is not like a meme token that you're just going to have your pump. Hopefully you pull some profits off of that pump and then it's done. This specifically is not a meme token. This really has utility and there's a lot that's going to be happening in the future, in the near future. Like I said before, this token is only about 3 weeks old, and already we have the staking and the farming. The Lucky Strike is coming up, and stay tuned for that. That is going to be on Brad the Sandstorm's channel. Hey guys, when is that channel? What date is going to be that you guys are going to go on the Sandstorm's channel to make the
on the
Lucky Strike go live?
it was scheduled on the 19th.
So right around the corner, it's 3 days away. We do have a question. Sorry, Eric, that I took a little bit to get to you. Eric says, can you allow the Coinbase wallet access? I have mine on Coinbase 100%. All you have to do when you go to the website, let me just do this again. When you go to this website, and it says DApp up in the upper right hand corner, you would click that DApp and it's going to bring you to make sure you go to staking. And let me hit share screen here. In the upper right hand corner here, can you guys see my mouse when I'm, can you
Yes,
see?
we can.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we can
you
see.
would go here where it says to connect your wallet. You need to connect the wallet wherever your ArchieNeko tokens are being stored. So if you have it on Coinbase, make sure you have your Coinbase wallet open because when you hit connect wallet, it's going to ask you how you want to connect it. And you want to connect through connect wallet. You hit connect wallet and then it's going to bring up like a little QR scan code. You are going to use the scan code on your wallet to scan that, and it's going to connect your wallet. So any wallet that you have it held on, whether it's like you said, your Coinbase wallet, whether it's MetaMask, there's so many wallets like Trust Wallet, any of these wallets you can connect to, and it will automatically recognize that you indeed have Archie tokens in that wallet, and you can stake right from there.
Tamia, I wanted to say one thing.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, so to that question, we have to go back to see, what JP did, and he wanted to eliminate fees as much as he could for the community. So what he did with this DApp that we have here on our official website is that he went to the Pancake Swap, and it's basically like a revamp of Pancake Swap. So with this DApp Coinbase wallet, you are not allowed. It won't allow you to stake. You would neither need to have a Trust wallet or a MetaMask wallet to be able to stake with ArchieNeko.
Oh, wait. So I just totally blew that answer?
No, that's fine. I just wanted to clear that up.
We have had feedbacks where Coinbase wallet would not connect to this interface.
Yes.
So we have been recommending our holders to, if they have the Archie tokens in their Coinbase wallet, to import that whole wallet into a different wallet. to eliminate that 20% transaction fee. I mean, transfer fee, if you were just to transfer tokens from one wallet to another, which a lot of holders have done so, not realizing there would be that 20%, which they will make back from staking and reflections. But to the fee-free way, the cheapest way, so to speak, is just to import your whole wallet from Coinbase to Trust Wallet or MetaMask wallet. So basically, you will be having two wallet looking at the same fund of your assets on the blockchain.
Okay. Or, I mean, it would only cost a couple of bucks to transfer his ArchieNeko from wallet to wallet, right? He could transfer from his Coinbase wallet to his MetaMask wallet, his Archie tokens, right? He could do it
Right,
that
there will
way
be
too.
20%. Or they can, right now, the price has gone up, but still it's a good entry point. So they can create a new wallet with Trust Wallet, MetaMask, and purchase a new fund, a new batch of Archie tokens just for staking, and then keep their Coinbase wallet, keep the tokens there to receive reflections.
Eric, here's the good thing. Eric writes, okay, I got to just figure out how to do that. Eric, you're not alone. If you go to the Telegram group, these guys will walk you through it. This is the Archie family. This is not like any other token. They're there. Their voice chat is open 24/7. You can always get a hold of anybody in there. Whoever's sitting in there, they'll be more than happy to help you out. If you're confused with how to do it, they'll walk you through it, right, guys?
Yes, definitely.
That
Absolutely.
is correct.
And our CEO JP is there over 20 hours a day, literally. So
Can you
more
I don't
likely
know
or
how this
not,
guy
Eric,
sleeps.
you will be able to talk to our CEO JP there too. So make sure you go to our official website and join our Telegram.
Archie Hype says, I bought in on the third day, so I bought in on a green candle. That's okay. If you're buying in day of launch, of course it's going to be a green candle. That's okay. But man, I haven't seen the chart going down. That's an amazing thing. It certainly is an amazing thing. It's a really strong token. And like I said, it's not a meme token. Like there is huge potential with this token. This is going to be one of those tokens, though. It's not something that you would flip and trade because the gas fee, not the gas fees, the tokenomics would be high if you're going to sell it. This is one that you pay the fees. Is it 12%, Chinny, to buy?
15% to
It's a
buy and
15%,
20% sell.
15% to buy in and
20.
20% to sell. So this is one that you want to buy and you just want to hodl it because the future, and believe you me, it seems like the older I get, the faster time goes. Like that
Yes.
6 months is going to be gone in a second, and JP's going to be like, "Tammy," he says my name, "Tammy, we're ready. We're ready. We got it. We got the blockchain up. Let's go."
Yeah, he'll be,
So
let's go to the blockchain, girl.
yep. And from there, once they have their own blockchain, which is going to be a hard fork of the Ethereum blockchain, we will no longer be a token. What are we going to be, Paul?
Sorry, repeat that. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, so once we have our own blockchain going, we're not going to be the Archie token. We're going to be
We're gonna be the Archie coin.
the Archie coin. That's right. That's the difference between a token and a coin. A coin has their own blockchain. A token is on somebody else's blockchain. So we are going to transition from Archie token to Archie coin. And when that happens, watch out. That's going to be massive, massive gains. Look what happened today with Voltino. They had their migration to a V2. They didn't even V2 to their own blockchain. They just did a V2 to fix their contract. And they had massive gains today. Whenever you have a transition of the token into something better, that always brings attention to the token and it always causes the price to go up. And guys, we haven't even hit an exchange yet because we're just 3 weeks old. And we have this is one of those tokens, long hodl. It's going to be the long hodl, but it is going to be so, so well worth it. I can't wait. The future's looking bright with ArchieNeko. I mean, look at this. Look at this chart, guys. What other token have you seen where the person that created the token is there to protect their holders? They're not there protecting their pre-sellers. to make sure that they get as many profits as they want, he's protecting the holders. So he locked up those pre-sale wallets for 6 months. His wallet's locked for, is it a year, guys?
A year.
1 year.
Correct.
Our wallet mods, we get paid, and he's given us literally his token of appreciation. Our wallets of Archie tokens is locked for 1 year as well.
So their wallets are locked for 1 year. I mean, that's talk about having a huge base of support. So if we look at the chart right here, we can see where the great area of support is. You could see it because now I would say it's a pattern. It's over 3 weeks and it came down to the same area of support, which would be in the 32 area. And today we're at 44. We're at 44 and we're only going up and up and up. But the thing is, we need more holders. Right now, we have 426 holders. We need more holders. We need people to see the potential of ArchieNeko token and why you need to get in now before we hit that Genesis line. I mean, of course, you can get in after we hit the 1,000 holder mark, but you're just not going to be as profitable as the people that are getting in right now at this point. And I just want to go back to this because I just want to show you from where I started, I've already earned ArchieNeko tokens. I've earned 3,615,399 tokens. I do have to ask JP though why the value isn't showing for the dollar amount, because it should show boom, 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 what those tokens are worth. So he might have to look at that. But oh, and by the way, you guys, this is protected by AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. That's the most expensive web service that you can get to protect your website and to protect like everything that you have going on here. So he didn't fool around with this. He just didn't give it to some third-rate company where he could have gotten a huge discount and had them run all of this. It's protected through AWS, which is completely secure. Like, it's so secure that if something happens, somebody hack this, AWS covers 99% of the entire cost. That's how confident they are in their security and their service. And the reason that I know that is because my buddy Teddy Ganja, you guys know Teddy Ganja?
Yes.
This is his t-shirt. Oh, I gotta back
check
up.
that out. Cool.
Pon, I think he's getting somebody, Amy. This is his t-shirt. He works, he's an engineer for AWS. So he knows everything there is to know about AWS, and he says it's 100% the best. So being that we've got AWS, we know that JP didn't chintz out. When it came to this, he went top tier. Like everybody says, Certic is the gold standard. AWS is the gold standard for security, and JP went with that. So that was good.
Can you hear me, Tammy?
I absolutely can.
Nice. Okay, sorry, I jumped out there for a second. So yeah, the dollar amount on the dashboard right there, that's not going to pop up. We talked about that last night, and we knew there would be some questions about that, but it's not going to calculate it right there. Because if you look at the decimals on the dashboard, you'll see there's a decimal after 9 or 10 numbers. So you're not going to, even when you stake, it's not going to show you the total amount that you're staking because it's a difference. The numbers can't be read correctly right there. So
Okay.
that dollar amount, we won't see that. We just want to let everybody know that so there's not a lot of questions about it. And then in regard to the AWS thing, like even as we worked around the clock here last 24 hours and JP's working to try to get the DApp button off the website, like that's a big deal. He's having to confirm security wise back and forth between them with emails and make sure it's absolutely him that's making the decision to take that DApp button off the website while we fixed everything on the back end for those 10 holders or whoever was able to stake. So you're absolutely right. The security is a big deal. JP brings that up a lot because whenever something comes out, it's like, okay, we want it to come out and we want it to stay this for a long time because of how secure the back end of it is. So, but yeah, you're absolutely right with that.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank God they're here because I didn't know that about the price. And I also didn't know that about the Coinbase wallet. So thank God the Archie family is here. The Archie Meowfia is here. Hey, Arturo just popped in. What's up, Arturo? Arturo is a new member of the Archie Meowfia. He joined last week and we welcomed him. He got a big welcome, big open armed welcome there in the Telegram group. And I've heard that he's been in there for a long time, a significant amount
Yeah.
of time, spends a lot of
He
time
moved
there.
in, just never moved out. He's there all the time. He may need
Because
to
it is like
start
a
paying
family,
rent.
right? It is like truly a community. I mean, you just get
Yes.
that as soon as you walk in, you feel like you're one of the family.
Yes. And Arturo was one of our winners for our buying contest. Right?
I heard that. That's
Yeah.
awesome, Arturo. You lucky
Yes.
thing, you. Look at you. You lucky thing, you. Can you guys hear my cat? He's terrible. I don't know if you can hear him crying in the background. He's terrible. Oh, thank
Oh,
you, Stefano. Stefano said, "You are all beautiful."
oh.
But wait a minute.
Even Tag and
Wait a minute.
Sully and
Wait,
Paul.
wait. Who's beautiful? I was the only one on the screen. So it should say I'm beautiful.
Yes, all of you, Tammy, is
Oh,
beautiful.
okay. All right. We're all beautiful. Yes, we are. Archie Hype says, "You're buying into Archie is the rent we charge you." That's right. Well, even you really don't even have to be a holder to go to that Telegram group. Even if you're just feeling down about life and you need a little pick me up, go to that Telegram group. They're gonna bring you right up. They're gonna cheer you up, make you feel better, and then you'll start you'll be like, "Wow, I could actually be a member of this family. Let me buy in."
Yes.
Kimberly Jones says, "Tammy, how do you like your steak? I'll take mine medium with a minimum of 72% APY plus reflections." That's what she's having. That's my order. What she's having. I'll have the same exact thing. That sounds really good to me. So yeah, the potential here with ArchieNeko is just it's incredible. But I have the understanding that, kind of like when I bought into, because we're all very similar. We all hold Shinja. I hold Terrarium. Do any of you guys hold Terrarium?
I do not.
So I hold Terrarium, and there's certain tokens that when you buy in, you have the understanding like, oh, this is not just like a meme coin that's going to pump once, and then I'm going to flip it and get my profit, and then maybe I'll just leave a moon bag. There are certain tokens that you buy with the understanding that, yeah, I mean, I could pull profit right now. I didn't have to stake my tokens. I could have sold them, but I see the potential. I know where this is going to go in 6 months. Once that blockchain is done, the metaverse is up. What I'm super excited about is normally I'm not an NFT person. I don't get very excited about NFTs because I just don't see the value in them unless there's utility behind them. Then I'm excited about NFTs. But if it's just a simple little JPEG and you're literally paying a crap ton of money for a serial number, I don't think that's worth it. But with these NFTs, what JP was explaining, and Chinny had explained earlier, for those that are just getting in, because we have more people arriving. Let's say I mint myself an NFT. It's a little ArchieNeko, and then once the metaverse launches and they've got the bank there, I can get a uniform for my NFT. Is that correct, Chinny? And then I would get money from being a bank teller at the bank in the metaverse.
Or I think it's whatever NFT you get, you choose the character or you choose the function. So when JP releases the NFTs, you will be able to choose.
Which is
Right,
great
Tech?
because normally when you do NFTs, you don't always get to choose. Like you mint your NFT and you just wait to see what you get. Like that's it. You wait, oh, this is what I got, because that's happened to me before. I've got a crusty old NFT from somewhere and I'm like, this was it. Like I wanted one that was like Like his shirt, one was smoking a doobie. Like I wanted one with sunglasses. I got one with like a diaper on. I'm like, this is not cool. This is not cool. So if you want to be able to buy an NFT and have it actually make you some money, this is where you would go to do that. Whatever funds they're transferring there at the bank, and you have a bank teller NFT, little Archie with the uniform of the bank, you're going to be able to realize some of the profits from the transactions happening in the bank. I heard Paul, were you in here when we found out the big news that you bought a car dealership there?
That is correct. No, I wasn't. I was having some phone trouble.
Dude, how did you buy a car dealership? How did you even think to do that?
JP said, "Hey, come up with some ideas. Email them to me," and that's what I did. I emailed it to him. He said that's a great idea, and he gave me an opportunity to invest into it. It was a perfect opportunity. I think it's going to do really well.
I do too. What other things are in the metaverse? Do you guys know?
There's we got a cruise line going to be in there. We're going to have an underwater hotel. There's just a bunch of stuff starting to flow in, a bunch of ideas that we're coming up with, and he's putting it out for the communities and the mods. They all get to voice their opinion what they want to have in there.
Thank you, Kimberly. Kimberly is saying, hey, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, which I normally don't ask. I feel funny about it. But if somebody puts it in the chat, I'm more than happy to put it up. So thank you very much, Kimberly. I do appreciate that. And I've also heard that there's a casino, right? There's going to be a casino in the metaverse.
That is
Who owns the
correct.
casino?
I don't remember. Is it someone?
I don't know if it's Port King and JP. I'm
Oh,
not sure.
That Pork King. Let me tell you about Pork King, okay? Pork King wants everything to himself. Pork King, he wants the whole metaverse. If he could buy every single available ArchieNeko token, I think he would, the Pork King. So you got to watch out for the Pork King. He's one of those guys that, like JP said, he's like, I almost feel like he would fud it so that it would dip down and he could buy more cheaper. So if you ever see anybody fudding it, you just make sure it's not the Pork King.
that's right.
Yeah, I was supposed to get, oh, Tech. That's a nice shirt. Somebody likes your shirt, Tech. Oh, wait, he bounced out again. His
Oh, Tech
connection
have
is
our
always
Archie
so
I
shirt.
know.
sus.
Sorry.
What's
I'm
up? Where do
sorry.
you live, Tech, that your connection is just not good?
Just in the middle of the woods. I don't know. I just towards the end of it, I always get kicked out. But no, the metaverse is really cool. We've been talking about it a lot in the VC, and a lot of the community members have spent a lot of time in there. It's just fun because they give their input and we kick ideas back and forth. And it's 24/7, so it does get like late night and people just hang out and just kick ideas around and talk about the token. But yeah, it'll be really interesting. I think you're gonna love the NFTs because Archie, he's like a full body. It's like a full cartoon Archie. And JP even last night was talking about like, do you guys understand? He's like, do you realize like Archie's gonna be moving, in the metaverse, and he's gonna become talking to you, and it's just fun to talk about it more and more. But yeah, there's been a bunch of ideas that have been kicked around, and like you guys mentioned earlier, Paul will have maybe a top salesman who might be the an Archie that sells the cars out of his car lot, and then the manager is above that salesman, and they all make a percentage of whatever gets pushed through the metaverse. So it's really cool. It's fun to think about. It'll be exciting. I think there's going to be a lot more information coming out, but I believe there's some. We might have the opportunity to potentially purchase on the 29th. We talked about that date a bunch. So
Of January?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, of April. I'm sorry. Where the hell am I? Hello?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure
What
to
the
go
hell am I
backward or
doing?
forward.
Oh my
now.
gosh.
No,
Of
yeah.
April 29th?
Yeah, we talked about it. So we'll have to get more specifics on it. I know there's going to be people will have the ability to maybe mint the first, what we think, like the first 1,000, they might mint themselves or something.
He sorry, Tech. He did announce a pre-sale on the NFTs.
Yeah.
So I believe it's going to be 10 NFTs for $2,000.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of community members that have been in there as well have been offered the opportunity to, hey, if you're really interested in the metaverse and the NFTs, uh, we can extend JP's extending the offer of you put $2,000 in, you get 10 NFTs, and the ability to be in almost like a pre-sale on those NFTs. So it's getting more and more interesting. It's like a lot of good things are happening with the token right now because a lot of people are starting to notice us, and then we start talking about the metaverse, and then we start talking about NFTs. So there's a lot that's going on, but all in all, it's been an awesome week this week because we've got new marketing that's been pushing us, and then like Tammy, we appreciate you so much as always, but a lot of good people in the industry that are learning about us and getting the word out there too. So it's been a fun ride so far. I think, highly recommend anybody that's interested in staking. It just We just obviously started it and we just showed them how to do it. But come to VC, and we're yeah, happy to show you how to do anything with it. And then let's make some free tokens together.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Really. So if you guys have any questions, always go to the VC. Anytime that you're buying in a token, you should make sure that you join all of their different social media platforms. This way you can keep up with what's going on in that community. Hear any of the news that gets leaked, any of the big things that are just around the corner, because this is going to make, it should inform upon your decision if you're going to either sell your token or buy your token, not just the Archie token, anything that you're looking to invest in. The more information you have, the more knowledgeable you are, the better decisions that you're going to make when it comes to your money. This is your money after all. Bottom line is every single cryptocurrency is a product. We're buying a product. And the product of ArchieNeko is it's not just a token, it's going to be a complete ecosystem. It's going to be a swap, an exchange, a blockchain, a metaverse, real estate, not just real estate in the metaverse. That's a given. If you're in the metaverse, of course, you have to have real estate in the metaverse, real estate in the actual world.
Yes.
So, that big token that everybody's going gaga over called Seda Realty, that's nobody even knows what the price is right now of it.
Mhm.
You can get that same thing happening with ArchieNeko token plus all of that other stuff. So you're not just, buying into a pipe dream of just a token that's only focused on realty, but maybe not even, maybe it's just really a marketing wallet for another token on the slide. This is a complete ecosystem and it's going to happen within 6 months. And here's the thing, like, I'm going to be here in 6 months. I'm going to be able to hold JP accountable. So if the 6 months happens and I feel like we're not, I don't see a lot of steps getting us towards there, we're going to be able to say, hey, JP, what the hell happened? And I'm sure, he'll have answers. Of course he will. But I don't think that's going to be the case because everything this guy has said he's going to do, he's done it. He's like, Tammy, I'm going to launch this token, and in a couple weeks, I'm going to do staking. And I'm like, in a couple weeks, you're going to get the
Yeah.
staking done? Like, you're already going to have a DApp off of your website, and the staking will be live. And sure as hell, he did it. Guess who arrived, everybody? Sherry's in the house,
Hi, Sherry.
everybody.
Hi,
Sorry.
Hey,
Sherry.
Sherry.
Sherry, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for popping by. Yep, Sherry, staked my tokens again. So they're all tucked away, making me 72% APY for the 30 days that I have them staked in my mine. I'm psyched about that. But yep, so when you buy an ArchieNeko, make sure you join the Telegram. Make sure you join the Twitter. Make sure you get into the voice chat. Meet everybody. Exchange ideas with people
Yeah.
because you might have a great idea that nobody's even thought of, and boom, it could be yours. You could
Yep.
make a huge, complete game changing decision and you don't even know about it. So, the more input that JP has from everybody, the better it's going to be because, multiple minds are definitely better than just one mind. It creates, thinking outside the box, broaden the horizon, expand the vision. That's what happens when minds come together.
Yeah. I just add a little bit. I mean, and we've been talking to JP. Always says he's like, yeah, because everybody always does push him a little bit on the 6 months thing, and he's strategic about it. He's saying a lot in the VC, like 6 to 8 months. So he's realistic with it. A lot of the things that you talked about, which I wanted to bring up, like the decks and swap and all this stuff, like these things aren't. They're not going to be created for the benefit of JP or the benefit of few people behind the token or the public or the private buyers. It's really going to be, they're all just tools that are going to help us get to where we want to go, which is the blockchain and the metaverse. And that's what's different about JP. He's thinking strategically about what needs to be done in order to get us into the blockchain quick. And how am I going to swap those tokens for all of my holders quick? So yeah, I think 6 to 8 months is more realistic too. But keeping in mind, like that's why this token's different. Like he's thinking outside the box and thinking how can I use this tool and that tool out in the industry to make sure that we get to where we need to go. And that's why everybody just, when they go to VC, they love hearing what he's got to say, because you never know what he's going to say next. He could make fun of me or Chinny or one of us, or we can throw it back to him, or he'd spit out an idea that's like a little hint at what he's doing with, for example, the NFTs and talking about that in the real estate. So there's digital stuff going on, there's real life things in regard to NFTs and real buildings and houses in certain parts of the world. So it's just a lot of fun. But yeah, all these things that are, you'd think, oh, there's another thing. Everybody's going to try to make that. It's not JP's intention to make these things to make him more money. He wants to create them in order to help us get to somewhere like together, if that makes sense.
Makes 100% sense. That was so well put, Tech. It really was. That was a good job laying it out. So everybody that's, JP's looking out for us, the holders, right? Hey, guys, I find it very suspicious that JP's not here. And can I tell you why?
Is
I
he in
think,
the chat?
no, I think he's pop quizzing everybody. He's waiting to see how you guys did without him, right? He always does that. Have you noticed him? He's like, you take this question, because he always wants to see how everybody's going to answer it. And if you don't answer it right, then he corrects you. Like he's corrected me many times. But I think that's what he's doing. He's probably watching, just sitting back to see, are they going to pass my test, my pop quiz? So what do you think, JP? Did we pass? Did we pass? He might not even come into the chat because he doesn't really want us to know he's there, but I think he's there. I totally think he's there.
He couldn't stay away. I'm sure we'll hear from him.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it. I think, does anybody else have anything like a cherry to put on top of what Tech said?
I'll just say staking and yield farming is live right now. So let's take advantage of the true passive income that ArchieNeko has to offer the community. And I'm excited, I'm stoked, I'm pumped. And let's go, Archie. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm just excited, Tammy. So staking and yield farming is out right now, 72% APY. Wow, amazing. And I'm just stoked once again. So, and Lucky Strike will be out next week. So that's another huge catalyst that we have, and we just got the ball rolling. NFTs will be launching really soon. We don't have a specific date yet, but NFTs will be launched, really soon. And it's just catalyst after catalyst and a strong community behind JP. And we're going beyond Mars, baby. So I'm just excited. And thank you, Tammy.
Oh, thank you guys for coming over. I just hit the Lucky Strike just to see what it looks like, because I hadn't formally ever hit it before. And now I realize, now I just staked all my tokens. So now I've got to buy more to do the Lucky Strike. That's okay. That's okay. And don't forget, you guys, that Lucky Strike is going live on April the 19th And when he flips on the on switch, JP is going to be joined with Sandstorm on Sandstorm's channel. So if you have not yet met JP and you want to meet the man, the myth, the legend, JP himself, make sure you go on over, subscribe to Sandstorm's channel, hit the alert button. This way, any videos that he does, you're going to get a little alert, and you will get to meet JP on that channel live when they do put the Lucky Strike live. I'm not exactly sure of what time it is, but
It's 10 a.m. CST.
okay, guys, you heard that. 10 a.m. CST, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard.
Yes.
Correct.
That might be the very first time that I ever got a time zone right. I stink at that. YouTube user said, always keep a little in your bag. You're so right, YouTube
right.
user. I
JP
blew that
says
one.
it too. He always
Yeah.
said, "Don't stake all of your tokens. Keep about 20% to sell, so I can make some money." I meaning JP. I bet if he were here today, Tammy, he will tell you, "Tammy, just keep the rest, so you
Right.
can sell."
You're right. You're right. Well, that's okay. I can always buy more. I
There
can
you
always
go.
buy more, 100%, and I will before the Lucky Strike goes live because I want in on that. I like to gamble. That's my jam. Well, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up, right? We've been live for almost an hour. Can you believe
Wow.
it?
Time flies by
Time
when you're
flies.
having fun.
Yeah, it really does. And in case you haven't had enough fun and you like everybody that you met here today you met Chinny, you met Sully, you met Paul, you met Tech, and hopefully you already know who I am. If not, my name is Tammy Sipnewski. I am the Crypto Queen. And I thank you so much for popping by. I stake my tokens on the Archie. I guess it's just a mine. I stake them in the mine. I thought we'd come up with a cooler name, but that's okay. A mine
We'll
will
work
do.
on it. We'll work on it.
We'll work on it. Yeah. Well, guys, it's going to wrap it up here for us today. I thank you guys so much for joining me today. All four of you came on and kept me company. It's always better when there's other people. It's so much better when it's just me sharing a screen. That's never fun. That's never fun.
Thank you
Well,
for
we
having us.
appreciate it so much, Tammy. Thank you.
Oh, I
Yeah, thank you.
appreciate you guys. I honestly do. And thanks to everybody that joined on in. Remember, if there's any other questions that you have, something, maybe I missed a question in the chat, or you think of a question after we go off air here, go to their Telegram chat. They're always there. They're open 24/7. You can pose any question. They'll have the answer for you. If they don't have the answer right then and there, they are going to find out what it is. You're always going to get accurate information with the ArchieNeko community, the Archie Meowfia, as they're called. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up here today. I thank you so much. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on those red candles and please take care of yourself. Oh, and have a very happy Easter and may God